So in an English lesson, our focus would be on maybe scanning or another soft skill. We'll be teaching vocabulary. We'll be predicting the content of the text. We will be looking at the structure. We can take a comprehension lesson and teach grammar. From the text, we can ask the learners to discuss the text. Do you think this text is complex? Is it difficult? What is making it difficult? Is it that the language is complex? You know, can you bring out, show me elements of complexity in this language? So the student can look at it and say, okay, the sentences are complex. Some of the sentences have this number of clauses, or they have this kind of connectors. So you can predict or you can discuss the structure of the text. You can read a text and you can identify what is said in the beginning, the middle, and the end. You can deduce meaning from the text. You can ask your learners to read and define certain key vocabulary in the text. So you teach them to deduce the meaning from the text, from the sentence or the paragraph. Reading the sentence or the paragraph, can you tell the meaning of this big word? We can consolidate language by discussing. We discuss and the learners are using the language, they're using expressions, they're talking about the text, describing it. Let's look at the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, the writer says so and so. Do you think you can find another way to describe this phenomenon using your own language? That's a reading lesson. And you could actually use this in a social science lesson, the same thing. So we can evaluate opinions from the text. What is the text saying? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why do you disagree? Why do you agree? It's a reading lesson or it's a listening lesson. We can listen to a recorded voice or a recorded conversation, and we can do the same thing because the recording is the text. We play, we stop, we discuss, and we go on, play again, or we play it and you have questions for the learners and they're listening, looking at the questions, and they're answering as they listen. Always remember to relate the topic of the text to learners' knowledge of the world. That's what makes learning fun. Making it relatable. You can also read for detail. So you can skim, scan, deduce meaning from the text, predict the text structure, predict the context, identify opinions, identify attitudes. There's a lot we can do from the text. Okay, I hope you guys have some questions for me. Are there questions? I haven't seen any yet.